Have you experienced the awesome power of the Panasonic Real 3DO system? Obviously.
Presenting 3DO, the most advanced home gaming system in the universe. It's time to put away your toys.
3DO from Panasonic, Gold Star, and Creative Labs. A new low price and free games.
Mind-blowing graphics of Panasonic Real 3DO. 3DO.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 3DO Experience, the 3DO Retrospective Podcast, where we talk about all things 3DO, the company, the console, and everything in between. I am Bill, and this is Threk. How you doing, Threk?
Oh, Bill, I'm doing great because I've just been healed by the magical Christ-like doctor Donald J. Trump. The J, it stands for Jeffrey Epstein, and I feel great, folks. So I'm great. How are you?
I think I started the wrong show.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? This is great. I got a big bag of Mickey D's, so I'm all full.
How long have you been holding that one in?
Since this morning.
Well,
I saw the whole thing with him doing the AI like Jesus thing, and he's like, yeah. I thought I was just a doctor, you know. I'm like a Red Cross person. Yeah, the ones that you fucking blew up in a never mind.
Well, our one right-leaning fan probably just clicked off, but that's fine.
Oh, get fucked. Honestly, get fucked, dude.
I guess on that we have a returning guest. Shnickerman's back. How you doing, man?
What's up, Casper Master here?
Oh yeah,
it's been a while. What's up? I'm good. How are you guys doing? How's life?
It's lifing. It's the best. It's the best way to put it.
You know,
right now.
My life's not been bad. You know, I finally got a stable job. It allows me to work from home one day a week, so that's cool. And yeah, I'm doing all right.
It's all right. I stubbed my toe this morning and fell face first on the ground as I was leaving for work. So,
yeah, I heard about that.
I was like, oh, today's going to be one of those days. I didn't hurt my hand today, though. That's a plus.
Well, so, yeah, that's good.
Just trying to get through. It was actually warm today for once, which was really nice.
It's like 85 here, and I hate it.
Same. I think it's like almost 90 or something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that over snow any day.
Same.
But that's just me.
If I could have it to where it was like 55 degrees every day, I'd be a happy guy.
65.
65 would be good.
In that range. I could live with that 10-degree range.
Yeah,
it's just like I run warm. Like I'm naturally a warm person. So when it gets hot out, I'm super uncomfortable. When it's cold, I'm fine.
See, I'm like the opposite. I'm just like the cold. Me and the cold don't match. And Matt's gonna get mad again because we're talking about the weather to start the podcast again.
Meanwhile, you live in New England, so
weather makes no sense up here. We just kind of have to deal with it.
I mean, what the hell else does he want us to talk about?
No, this is from an episode of
about like, I could talk about my shower. It was a shower.
For a second, I thought you were going to pick up the water bottle. Like we could read the water bottle facts.
Wait. We got to do this for Alex.
Processed by it's Cincinnati Reds Kroger water. Go Reds. Processed by advanced filtration, ozonation, and reverse osmosis technologies. Distributed by the Kroger Company, Cincinnati, Ohio 45202.
Yeah, real talk. I've worked in ultrafiltration before, so maybe I can hook Alex up with the secret water tips. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I should make my
how
own
the
water.
Bottled water companies are stealing the fresh tap water
I don't know,
from
man.
other communities. You know?
Yeah.
We're talking about water. I got to put the music on.
The water music, yeah. Well, for our video listener or for audio listeners, I got the Sonic shirt. So on April 1st, Sega was running like a one-day, like you could get like 3 different Sonic designs. The one I got was for Sonic Adventure. They also had, I think it was Adventure 2 and Sonic and Knuckles, but those, I didn't like those. This one was perfect. So I ordered it and it got here today and I'm like, this is actually real. And then somebody was like, man, imagine spending $40 for a company and you don't get something. I'm like, well, it's Sega, so I'll deal with it. But Sega always comes through. God damn it.
I just hope
this isn't the Saturn. This isn't the Saturn days where they fucking fumble the bag. Like, they're doing all right now.
Yeah. Do you think the Santa creator got like a cut of that, or no?
I hope so. I didn't look into that, but you know.
Do we have gaming news this week?
A couple things, not much.
Okay.
Let's see. This one I'm excited about. So, on April 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern time, the real time zone, Xbox is doing a little reveal for the next Metro game, Metro 2039. This is the first one since Exodus in 2019. Apparently they were working on a new Metro game in about 2022, but it got scrapped. Some of that footage is leaked online. But this is, the first look at the true official one. They did a VR Metro game a while ago, but who gives a fuck about VR? So I'm very excited for this. And with Xbox doing the first look, my assumption is it's going to be on Game Pass, which is nice for me. I just hope it's not a shadow drop, because I got like too many fucking games to play, and I still haven't played Exodus, so I need to play that before this. But I'm very excited. Bill Shnickerman, how big of a fan of the Metro series are you guys?
This is where I'd say if I had played it.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play it. I just wanted to make a comment that I think it's funny that now we're actually close to 2033. That they're like 2039, man.
So the nuclear fallout's coming.
Yeah,
I just thought about that. Those Wipeout games, like 2097 or whatever.
Why don't they just pick like 400 years in the future? They always want it to be like the near future, and then 20 years it happens.
Well, because Metro, it's like a post-apocalyptic thing, and I think having the date be kind of close gives it that little bit of tension where it's like, oh, maybe this could happen, like prophetic type of a deal.
I always laugh because there was like a Power Rangers season where like it literally took place in 2025, and we finally got there, and everyone's been just making jokes about it for years now. Yeah.
So, but I do recommend the Metro games, of course. The first two, 2033 and Last Light, I've played through both of the. No, First Light, not Last Light. Both those games are fantastic. Play the Redux versions; they're just the way to go. And they are known for being like kind of survivalist, where like your ammo is also your currency. So you kind of have to balance that, and it can have some of that vibe to it. But also you can tone that shit down and just make it a standard FPS if you want. They give you the option. So it's just kind of up to you. But they have like really good stories, great cast of characters, some unique enemy designs. You can use a shotgun that's made out of bicycle parts, which is fantastic. So, but it's very fascinating because it's not just about like the apocalypse. It's also like because everybody retreats into the subway line under like Russia, and so you deal with say all of like the intermingling between groups and like politics that rise up as well, and just kind of how society is trying to continue underground amidst the apocalypse. But it's interesting. So.
Yeah, I forgot. I have the first novel on audiobook, and I actually listened to quite a bit of it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I didn't even get to the part really where there was like a bunch of monsters coming, but I mean the author is pretty well known, I think, for that. I don't know how close the games are to the book series, but
the original author is a Russian name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but he is directly connected to the games. So I believe he wrote the script for the first one and has like supervised the other two to be sure that he's like happy with them. So the author is directly involved with the series. So I think that helps. It's not like Witcher 3 where the author of the books doesn't give a shit about the video games at all. In fact, he kind of talks about how much they suck, but because they're not his vision or whatever, I don't know. But the Witcher games take place after the books, if you guys are curious. Like the end of the last Witcher book is the beginning of Witcher 1. They kind of like segue right into each other, but I'm looking forward to this new Metro game. It's just a shame that like I'm gonna have to like speed run Exodus to get to this one in time. Who knows? We'll see. The next thing, this just kind of came out of the blue, but you guys know Jacksepticeye, right?
Sure.
Yes. Yep.
So apparently he is helping produce, along with Sony Pictures, an animated movie based on Bloodborne.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah, that got announced today. No plot details or like a director was announced. But they're just like, it kind of follows in with, the few video game IP movie stuff they've done, like the Last of Us TV show, which did well, the Twisted Metal show, which I think is better than people thought it would be, and that Uncharted movie, if you remember that.
Nope.
Sure.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia movie? What?
Spider-Man?
Yeah. But what some people are bringing up, and I think is funny and accurate, that like, so Sony's going out of their way to make a movie about Bloodborne, but they just cannot be bothered to port that game to fucking PC or have From do a remaster or whatever. They can't be bothered with it, but they'll make a movie about it. I just think that's funny.
Wait, you said it was animated?
Yeah, it says animated.
I wonder if it's the studio that did the Spider-Verse movies.
Oh, that would be crazy. That
would be
awesome.
cool, actually.
Actually,
yeah.
I think they also did K-pop.
Yeah, they did, I think. Wait, did you say it was going to be a movie or a TV show?
It just says a movie.
Okay, just a movie.
But I mean, it's interesting. It's just, just put Bloodborne on PC. I now have a device that could run Bloodborne on PC now. Come on.
I'm just wondering who's the one that's the hang up. Is it From or is it Sony?
I think it's From, because if you guys remember when Blue Point shut down, people were like, they should remake Bloodborne, right? And they were like, oh, we pitched it to Sony multiple times, but they said no, because they were like, you got to talk to From about it. And then they talked to Miyazaki, and he said, "No, I want to do a remake of Bloodborne. I want to do it." And then they just haven't bothered doing it. So I don't know. I mean, I could understand to a point a game as beloved as Bloodborne, From would want to, be in charge of, bringing that back. But I don't know. Just put it on fucking PC and just be done with it. But Sony's not putting games on PC anymore because, we don't want other people to play our games. So this is the whole thing. But yeah, there's that. The last thing I had was, today. Today is the 25th anniversary of Animal Crossing.
Oh, nice.
That is true.
Yes.
We got Nintendo Music.
Yes, we got the GameCube Animal Crossing's soundtrack in NSO, or the music app, which is, really good. I do like that soundtrack. It's nice. But I guess they had sent something to like, there's like a new update in New Horizons. There's a commemorative item in front of the Leaf statue that talks about the debut of Animal Crossing. Which question? Do you guys know what console Animal Crossing debuted on?
Yes.
N64?
Yes.
Yes. It came out in Japan on the N64, but got ported to GameCube over here.
That's why it looks like an N64
explains
game.
why it looks like an N64 game, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so, but yeah, it's cool that, 25th anniversary of Animal Crossing. I guess there's, some anniversary gifts in New Horizons for people. And we have the GameCube Animal Crossing soundtrack in NSO, which is good. Because I've talked before about not really being an Animal Crossing guy, but I do have a soft spot for the GameCube one. There is something kind of quaint about it, I guess. Like it's not like I've messed with it quite a bit over the years, and I've found enjoyment with it. Like not obsessive enjoyment like people get with those kind of games, but just pop it in here and there and be like, that's fun. Just check in with people, and I still got Dead. I'll figure that out, and it's fine.
We got 3 Animal Crossing soundtracks on NSO now, because we got the original, we got New Leaf, and then there's New Horizons. So now we just got to get the DS and the Wii one, if anyone cares about the Wii one.
Oh, City Folk?
City Folk.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't that have support for the Wii microphone?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
See, City Folk I remember because that was the one they introduced, like the grass can like go, like the grass will like go bad if you like don't visit your town enough, but it's like so aggressive that like if you're gone for like a week, it's just dirt and like dead everywhere.
It stresses me out, man.
That's why I'm afraid to like boot up New Horizons, because I know my island is just weeds. It's just weed. And my house is full of roaches.
I mean,
it's almost 420.
I was gonna say, if it's just weed, you might make a profit on that.
I'm more worried about the roaches in the house because like it takes so long to get them all.
Yeah, I just can't be bothered with that. But yeah, that's basically the news. Nothing else really stuck out other than, little things here and there, but nah.
I caved and finally bought Pokopia.
I still haven't caved.
No,
I did buy my second Switch 2 game.
Oh yeah.
I found it was brand new, but I found it for a good price. I got Prime 4.
Nice.
So yeah, brand new, still like sealed and everything. It was like $50. Sure, nice. Why not? I'll get to that eventually. I'm playing too many fucking games right now. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, in all honesty, and I just buying Pokopia, whatever it is, it was not a great choice for me. I've been
Pokemon
addicted.
Really just in the mode of just like copying everyone else's games now and just like because the Pokemon IP in there.
I mean, they always did though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Pokemon Pinball, they did Pokemon Puzzle.
I mean, hell, the whole like monster catching mechanic wasn't theirs to begin with anyway.
Yeah.
No, Dragon Quest did it first. Shin Megami Tensei years before.
Exactly.
But
that's true.
Cute Pokemon, anime, cards,
top
fist
IP.
Fist fights over fucking trading cards.
I do hate how when I go in the retro stores these days, it's like more and more like Pokemon cards and like people trying to wheel and deal these things. And sometimes I see it and I just get sick. I just get sick in my stomach.
You know, one thing I see
because it's like
now?
I don't get it. Like I don't get this whole like, oh, we're gonna make certain cards scarce just to like be assholes or whatever, Because I saw a short the other day about how somebody was shitting on like a reseller was shitting on like Yu-Gi-Oh because they're like, oh, they just reprint everything. There's a couple cards with value, but most of them really don't. And I'm like, but that's a good thing because you can just have access to the game. Yeah, because people who have the Pokemon cards, they don't fucking play them. They don't play the game. They're just doing it for money. Like that's all it feels like to me. And I don't know, man. I don't know
what I see all the time at retro stores now that kind of irks me, even though it's not technically illegal. I see a ton of
the guy game.
No,
that's an entirely different thing.
I didn't see it at Retro World this year, so that means the world is healing.
I was in that retro store the other day that had it. I should have checked to see if it was still there.
Someone bought the Custer's Revenge, so I mean, at the store near me. So I mean,
for research purposes,
that one's slightly less bad than the guy game. I feel like
it's not illegal; it's just highly offensive. So it's like one of those things.
You could just say like, "Oh, I'm going to donate this to the Video Game History Foundation."
You know what the funniest part was? When I asked the girl at the counter who was working about it, her response was, "Yeah, some guy bought it," and she just kind of looked both ways and went, "He looked the type," and I just went, "Good to know." I was like, "Good to know."
A guy she would be uncomfortable at near a bar.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see so many of those reproduction cards now for like all the Game Boy Advance Pokemons all the time, and I'm always like,
I don't mind repros as long as they tell you.
See, they do. My thing is though, like people will buy those, and then I feel like scummy people will try to resell them to people who don't know any better.
There's always going to be a scummy person who tries to sell a repro, but I feel like if the store itself is doing its due diligence and saying, hey, this is a reproduction card and charging a reduced rate because of that,
yeah, they do.
I'm fine with that. The worst is when I see repros and they're maybe like $15 cheaper than the actual price. And I'm like, guys, come on.
Yeah,
come on. That card should be no more than $20. No more than that, So that's my opinion on that. Like, I get it. Like the one store I go to, they have a lot of like OG Xbox games and but they'll like reprint the art and the case, but they tell you on the little sticker. But I mean, you could tell they use like a very modern, sleek, clear green case that the original Xbox did not use. So it's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious sometimes, but I'm glad they at least tell you. If you don't, if you're trying to fool some like dimwit, then yeah, you're being an asshole.
You know the thing. You know the thing that I see at retro stores now that I'm always like, how you see those PSP games that are like in like those like reproduction, like the discs are in those reproduction like little holders, and I'm always just like, how did you lose the original holder? Like,
I've never seen that. Do they look the
I don't
same?
think I have either.
They're like,
but I don't really shop for PSP games.
I mean, I do because I like the PSP, but like I don't buy them loose. But I like see them in like those little bins, which always kind of irks me when I see the discs in just a bin like Game Gear games.
Oh yeah. I'm like,
but
come on.
I see they have like these clear plastic like reproduction like the holders for the discs they insert, and I'm just like, I see that I'm just like, how did you lose the original? like any console, handheld or otherwise, where the game comes in a plastic case, regardless of if it's a cartridge or not, it needs to be in that case. Yeah.
Like seeing loose Switch carts, like kind of pisses me off. I'm like, so you just threw the case out? You know, like I know people who they'll have like one of those little small cases that holds all their carts. And then they're like, oh, but my cases are just kind of stored away because they don't want to lose them. But they just have them in this little thing because it's easier to access them. You know, whatever, that's fine. But like the idea that people just chuck the cases out have always bothered me. Like I can get cardboard in like the NES days. I totally get it. I probably would have done the same too. But these days, come on, dude. Come on, man.
There are people on eBay who just their entire gimmick is they sell like they basically sell abandoned like empty like DS cases and stuff like that they just acquired. And I'm just like, first off, how did you get these? And second of all, that's kind of fun for
the GameStop dumpster.
Probably, in all honesty.
Yeah, I've actually accumulated quite a few over the years as well. I don't know how. Sometimes you just see it and then you're like, oh shoot, it doesn't have the game. Like thrift store or whatever. That's where a lot of people get them.
Yeah,
because I had to replace. I had a bunch of loose carts, so I had to like go out of my way to track down replacement cases for them all. And surprisingly, a lot of them are very easy to find on eBay.
Probably one of my strangest eBay purchases was I bought a bunch of those little GameCube manuals, not the manual for the game, but like the health and precautions manual.
Okay.
I bought a bunch of those a while ago because some of my GameCube games didn't have anything. And some of the manuals are stupid expensive. I'm like, at least have that guy in there just for my own sanity. So all of mine have the health precautions booklet.
That's
at the very least.
That's very interesting.
It's a weird thing. I know. It's, you know, it is what it is.
Like the DS little Wi-Fi booklet that they had in like every DS game. I was like, who would ever want this? Turns out Thrak would want it,
like,
I guess. Just
like my copy of Twilight Princess, the disc a friend gave me, and he just had it in some shitty case or whatever. He beat it and then just gave me so then I bought the case by itself without the manual, and then I saw the price of the manual and said fuck that. So but I grabbed one of the precautions booklets for it. So
now I'm gonna have to be on the lookout.
And this is worth more money than it should, you know. I'm calling you out, Jeff. Twilight Princess is fine. It's no Wind Waker.
Yeah. Oh man!
All right.
Yeah, we had a buddy who has some takes on
some bad takes. Some bad takes.
You know, my favorite.
It's not that he just doesn't care for Wind Waker. He thinks it's an objectively bad game.
You know what my favorite part about that was, though? His response of like, maybe you guys are just wrong, and then like his comment has nothing but thumbs downs and like no's, and I'm just like, I don't know about that, Jeff.
I think he gets off on it, you know.
He's probably listening right now. Hi, Jeff.
I don't know. Maybe he has a humiliation fetish like Piers Morgan or something. I don't know if you guys ever watch Piers Morgan's show, but like he does certain things where I'm like, dude, do you just like when people yell at you for being an idiot? Like, I don't fully get it, you know?
Maybe.
Views, man? I don't know.
I don't know. The UK is not sending their best.
I'm looking at you, Simon Cowell. You look like an alien. Have you seen pictures of that dude recently?
Oh, no. God. Yeah. Plastic surgery has not been kind to him.
See, I was going to say like something like the Corden guy, like that's not.
Oh, James Corden.
Yeah,
he sucks. Oh, I haven't heard a good thing about him from anyone.
He ruined the
everyone's
Friends.
like, he's a piece of shit.
He ruined the Friends reunion, and I'm still upset about it.
We could have had Craig. We could have kept Craig Ferguson, folks. Best late night show ever.
All right. Before we get completely off the rails, we should probably talk about the game for this episode.
Oh, golly gee whiz.
Woo!
We've covered a lot of fighting games for the 3DO, and this one is.
How many of them are any good?
Well, there's
5, maybe.
So Street Fighter, right?
Street Fighter 2.
We got Street Fighter, guaranteed. Yeah,
arguably the best version of that game.
Oh yeah,
not counting arcade ports.
I was gonna say the best version of Street Fighter is the one you can get on like modern consoles because it's just the arcade version. It
was the best before the true like arcade ports came out.
I would argue it's the best console port.
Yeah. Samurai Showdown was really good.
Oh yeah.
Primal Rage is fine.
It's a little weird, but compared to the other games we've played, Primal Rage is like it might as well be like MVC2 compared to some of these games.
If you count the Mortal Kombat 2 port, that's really good.
And half because it's like a weird homebrew thing, but it would be my favorite because I'm a more of a Mortal Kombat guy anyways, and it was a fantastic version of it. So
Balls 3D.
Is it way of the balls?
It's fine.
It's really
fine.
It's really funny that Way of the Warrior isn't even the worst one anymore.
Not even
because that
it's in the bottom half, but it's like
it's bad, but it's not freaking Shadow whatever the fuck it was called.
It's like the best student in a remedial class.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has a white Zombie album attached to it, so that's something.
That's the best part about it is that I get to listen to some White Zombie.
Then we can laugh at fucking Jason Rubin cosplaying because he plays like 3 of the characters.
Yeah, and the screen is like vertical. You could play that game in like TikTok orientation now because you jump so freaking high.
What was the other one we played? We played that Korean one. That was fine.
Oh yeah, we played that with Jake. We played the Sailor Moon one with Alex.
Oh yeah, the Sailor Moon one, which was like
it wasn't average. Great, but I played worse.
It was like massively average.
That one's that one's the litmus test. If you're better than it, you're good. If you're worse than it, you're not good.
Yeah, the worst one by far though is Shadow War of Succession. That game was insultingly bad.
Yes, that game gives me nightmares.
Wasn't there a Yu Yu Hakusho one or something too?
We haven't got to that one.
We haven't done that one yet, but yes.
We're waiting for
an anime fighter. I'll have investment in. I can't believe it.
Yes,
you're meshy.
Dude, cool bars.
Oh, I love him. Yeah, I wish I could get that pompadour.
I know, that'd be awesome.
I just want the fire sword.
Why did you tell me you're gonna leave? You're gonna die, so I could kill you first.
Oh god!
But he's all sad when he's dead, and he's like, "It should have been me that killed you."
He 360'd so fast, dude.
I know.
Like rivals. He dies.
I think 180.
Oh yeah.
I love when Yusuke like takes over his body and is like talking to Keiko, and it's just like stupid.
That was good.
I love that show. But yeah,
there's a whole YouTube series where they replace him with Hank Hill, and it's hilarious.
I've seen bits of that. Yeah,
like it works a little too well. That being said, though, we're talking about Rise of the Robots.
Oh boy, howdy. So speaking of Jake, I was listening to Press B to Cancel the other day. Another shout out to them, and they were doing a little joke episode where they were like doing a little tournament of games that are like worse than Circus Charlie, because Jake is famously a Circus Charlie defender. And one of the games that was in there, and it got pretty far, I can't remember if it won or not, was Rise of the Robots. And the way they were talking about it, I'm like, I can't imagine it's like that bad. Because, I've played some pretty bad fighting games in my day. So when this came up, it was like, okay, it's finally time to see what this is all about. And it's not the worst one, though. But
it's not the worst one.
It's in the bottom half.
But the reason why it's so infamous is like the story behind it. because this game has a wild development. Like this game was so hyped. Like if you like were a kid, I guess during that era, and like you had any gaming or like comic book magazine, there would be just ads with that generic robot, like basically hyping this game up. Like it was like straight up like John Romero's gonna make you his bitch stuff. Like they were like acting like this was gonna be like the greatest.
So was it because they were coming off of Terminator 2 and like they were trying to maybe attach the hype to this a little bit, maybe?
Maybe. So the game was developed by a company called Mirage Technologies. Which
were
included,
they real or just a mirage?
No, they were real.
Okay.
They made this game.
And it disappeared.
Does that count?
So they actually featured like a couple people from a studio called Bitmap Brothers. And they really like were hyping this game up as like it was like going to be the next gen fighter. Like it was going to be like 3D rendered. Technically, it's pre-renders, but that's besides the point. And it was going to have like the most advanced AI, not the modern AI the old AI back in the day. For the
good clarification there.
Yeah, clarification. Back in the day, people used to use the term AI to talk about the artificial intelligence of enemies in video games. So my first indication of AI would be like, say, watching like IGN reviews or GameSpot reviews back in the day, and they would talk about the AI of the enemies or your friendly people or whatever and how smart or dumb they were. And usually they were very dumb. So early on, my idea of AI was something that was very stupid. Sure. I'm glad to see nothing changes.
Yeah. So during their production, they were really hyping up that it was going to have like the best like AI fighting. And their biggest thing was they constantly claimed that they were going to take down Capcom and it was going to beat Street Fighter.
Where you lost me.
And the best part, the people
not even Mortal Kombat said that, and it actually gave it a good run for its money.
Yeah, which because the people making the Street Fighter movie were shit talking Mortal Kombat. I'm just laughing, be like, you guys don't even have one good movie out. They have at least two.
Yeah.
But the final part that's amazing is the people making this game had never made a fighting game in their lives.
Shows.
Yeah, looking at like Mirage's gameography, they have like a strategy game called Ashes of Empire that has a cover art that goes really hard for some reason. The Humans, which is like a weird puzzle platformer thing. I mean, The Humans, it looks like a Lemmings clone just from the cover. I don't know.
Oh, it is. I know this game. It came up in on SuperPod. We did a video game music roundtable, and one of the people in it brought a song from this game.
Okay.
So I recognize
literally
that.
The one screenshot I see of it, it looks like Lemmings.
I believe it is.
Sounds like it.
It had a Genesis port.
It's literally in this is The Humans was conceived by Rodney Humble during his time working with Imaginatech Design as a project for the Atari Lynx, spawning a trilogy based upon the human evolution inspired by Psygnosis 1991 game Lemmings. Look at me.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, oh God. How can I remember this stuff? And then games that don't have Wikipedia articles, so you know they're great. So that's what Mirage has. And then what the Bitmap brothers, Mario and Luigi, I think are their names. They have like Xenon, Speedball. Yeah, don't do Speedballs, kids. Fucking a game called Z. Sure. Well, that was after the fact. Magic Pockets. I was hoping that was a pool game. But no, it's a drug dealer giving you invincibility stars. You know, I might want to play
and
that.
Candy
actually.
and ice cream. Hell yeah!
I'm gonna hop in this van. So you know, clearly they have experience.
They're going to take down Capcom.
Yes, these guys are setting up to be the true King of the Fighters.
Also, they were really obsessed with Brian May to the point where they wanted Brian May to...
I mean, who isn't?
I mean, that was the best part of this game.
The 3-second snippet of that one song.
Yeah.
That sounds like It sounds like they stole like a guitar tape from him in like 1986.
So
they found like a snippet that sounded decent and threw it in there. Be like, okay, fine.
So it's actually really funny. Apparently, they were huge fans of Back to the Light, his solo album from around that time.
I have not listened to that at all. Is it any good?
It's okay. I prefer Queen, but it's a good album. If you like guitar.
I mean, I'm not asking if it's better than Queen. I'm just saying. Well, I'll say this: is it better than like a Jimmy Page solo album?
Yes, but that's mostly because I prefer Brian May over Jimmy Page.
Well, not to get too deep into it, but heroin kind of killed Page. That's why he's done nothing of note past 1979.
Yeah,
but that's neither here nor there.
So apparently, Brian May did actually compose a soundtrack for this game, but his record label EMI basically was like, "No, you can't do that." So instead, they used like snippets from the songs "The Dark" and "Resurrection," and then the rest of the in-game music was composed by Richard Joseph.
Yeah, the in-game music is not good.
No, it's not.
It's really not.
And then the one other thing that's notable about this game is, for a studio that did not know how to make a fighting game, they really put a lot of effort into porting it to every freaking console they could find.
What else is it on?
I mean, they didn't port it to that much stuff, though.
I mean, it's on the Amiga, the CD32, MS-DOS, the Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Game Gear, 3DO, CDI, and arcade.
I am shocked there is no
crazy.
Game Boy port. I am shocked.
Yeah. Also, the Mega Drive port, I say Mega Drive because the Genesis version was canceled.
We were spared.
Also, there is a Game Gear version of this, and it is hilarious.
That's
bad. If you're wondering, no, I don't have it.
Also,
I wish I did. No, not yet. I did buy a couple Game Gear games yesterday. I wish I had it for the sake of this video, but I when I was out the other day game hunting, I just didn't see it, so I just didn't bother. But
what's also funny is this game has like one of the most unnecessarily complicated publisher situations, because it's split between 4 different publishers per region and console. Like Time Warner published some versions, Acclaim published some versions. The 3DO version was published by Absolute Entertainment, and then Philips published the CDI version because, of course, they did.
Yes. From the people who published all the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy games, they're giving you Rise of the fucking Robots. They also published Boy and His Blob on NES. Also.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Good game.
Yeah.
I believe Absolute Entertainment published another 3DO game that we covered already, but I can't remember.
Probably Family Feud on 3DO.
Oh, maybe that's what. Yeah, that might be what it was.
Ooh, that was quick. That was good. That was good. He knows his Acclaim.
My Absolute, yeah. They don't have a giant back catalog. It's of the games. It's just I know that logo because I grew up playing Wheel of Fortune on the Genesis, so I'm used to it.
What's funny is they apparently published Casper, but not the 3DO version. They published the SNES version.
Damn it!
That would have been crazy coincidence.
It would have been.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this game was like hyped to hell. It came out eventually. They stretched themselves extremely thin, publishing it to like every system they could find at the time. I'm surprised the Jaguar isn't one of these, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, no Jaguar, no Game Boy, no Lynx, no. Some of these, I'm just like, no Sega CD version.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
This game screams like Atari Jaguar, though. Like, this is something you would see on that, unless it couldn't run it. I don't know.
I think the Jaguar could handle pre-rendered graphics.
I mean, I'm sure it could, but would they take the time to make it work?
Yeah, that's fair. One thing I can say about the 3DO version is that it does run fairly well. Like, I gotta say, I was impressed by the pre-rendered graphics and the relatively smooth animation of everything. Like, especially in game, like nothing was like choppy. Everything moved at like a nice solid frame rate with not a lot of slowdown. So I was impressed by that. But I feel like that was all the effort they put in, because the gameplay is bad.
Yeah, they focused on the wrong stuff.
I think they forgot to make the game.
So, you know that revolutionary AI that they programmed to make the fighters like very challenging? From what I read, apparently the way it works is it doesn't actually like analyze the how you're playing. It basically just takes the moves you input and then just counters them. Basically, that's why
it does the Mortal Kombat thing where it cheats.
Yes, but it's like
but
Mortal
Kombat is better about it, because yes, Mortal Kombat cheats, but it's like in a way where it recognizes you doing the same stuff all of the time to try to force you out of your comfort zone to really learn a character's moves and experiment with like combos and all that, especially when you get into like 3 and Ultimate 3 where you have all the crazy stuff you can do. Like, I think that's why they did it, but it is like unfair, especially to inexperienced players. But yeah, this game, like, I'll be honest, I couldn't get past Prime 8. Get it? Haha.
Dude.
I couldn't get past him.
Like, I figured the strategy out.
I couldn't figure it out.
Jump kick. They did not.
That's pretty much what I did. Yeah,
They apparently didn't program it to compensate for jump kicks, because like jump kicks are like the only thing that seemed to work.
See, I would jump kick, but it wouldn't consistently land. He would just duck.
Yeah, that was the dude that ducks, right? Yeah. I did something too where if you back up, he'll just go to attack you. You can block him and then just attack him a couple times.
I couldn't figure out how to block.
I think it was just go back or don't press anything or something.
Because when I was playing it, I was like, A, B, and C all punch.
Yeah,
I'm like, that can't be it, right? And then I tried to find a manual. I couldn't find a 3DO manual. I found the Super Nintendo manual, and it had like options for kicks. So I'm like, oh, there's got to be kicks in here, right? And apparently all the punches were like low, medium, and high. You know, like Street Fighter has like the 3 punches, 3 kicks. But like, and you have special moves.
And did you guys use a special move? Because I could not use a special move.
So in that Super Nintendo manual, it's like, oh, if you push up, down, and any button, you'll do like a diving headbutt. Or if you do left, right, a button, you'll do like a shoulder charge. But the input wasn't great, and I could only do one around. Like, I'm not kidding. I would do it once, a headbutt, and then I could never get it again for the rest of that round. And I'm like, are they limiting me to one? Why are they limiting me to one? But yeah, like, well, the first guy was easy, you know, no problem. But yeah, I just could not get past Prime 8. I was trying the jump kick. I was trying everything I could. I was just getting frustrated, but also I wasn't taking it that seriously, because I was like, this game is bad, but it's like, it's a funny bad. Like, I was having a hilarious time with it. So I wasn't taking it that seriously, but like, Jesus Christ. And you only play as Robot, or maybe his name's Rise. Is his name Rise?
No, it's Robot.
His name is he has a name.
No.
He has a name. It's ECO 35-2 or ECO 35-2.
I thought you were just gonna say Ease, like the RPG series.
No,
like this is Adol, or what is Adol?
So this game has a story.
I'm sure it does.
The thing that I skipped through because I had no time for that.
Well, Shnickerman, give us the plot.
No, I don't know the plot, but I was going to say, I thought it was kind of cool. No, I thought it was kind of cool because, like, you boot the game up, and if you let it go to, like, screensaver or whatever, you don't play it, because it was taking me some time to figure out how to get the emulator to work. You know, it starts kind of playing through the, like, story mode or whatever, and then if you play the story mode, I thought it was just cool. Like, you beat the first enemy, and then there's kind of like a cutscene of them, like, dying, and then it'll like introduce the next character. And I was like, that's actually like something that the other games don't really do. It's usually just like stills. So the fact that they like rendered all that stuff was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know what the story is. You just fight a bunch of robots. I don't know.
I have it on it's on Wikipedia. I can read it.
I'll say that kind of rendering between fights is something that like later, like Mortal Kombat 4 and Soul Calibur and Tekken would do. But I'm not calling this game ahead of the time or anything.
No.
In some ways, I guess. Maybe.
Well, what's funny is they hyped it up as the first like fully 3D pre-rendered fighter, and then the boys at Rare beat them by like a few months.
Though, I mean,
with Killer Instinct.
It's not a fair comparison because they're different consoles, but I do think the pre-rendered characters in this game do look better than like Killer Instinct or Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. Like quality-wise, I think they're nicer, cleaner renders, but also it's like it's on 3DO, like a more advanced console technically.
True, but then when you
I'm not saying they're better games. They're like I would rather play Killer Instinct till I die.
Yeah. See, when you compare the arcade versions, then you go, ooh.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll read the plot though, because the plot is interesting.
Don't read this whole thing, Bill, okay?
No, I'll give the basic. In the year 2043, ElectroCorp. It took them, I guarantee, like 3 minutes to figure that one out.
ElectroCorp sounds like a genre of music.
For a second, I thought it said Electropop, but no, ElectroCorp.
I know.
The world's largest mega corporation.
Cool.
Walmart. Leading the way in
See, we need we need cyberpunk music.
Leading the way in various technological and scientific fields, including medical research and breaking more barriers than ever before.
I told them not to get the balsa wood barriers. They always break.
In response to massive ElectroCorp research and development complex at the Metropolis 4 plant. What? Who wrote this?
In response, the massive ElectroCorp R&D complex at the Metropolis Port plant devises the Leader Project, a hive mind constructed from trillions of nanobots and a sealed, why not quadrillion, in a sealed central chamber within Metropolis 4. Dubbed the Supervisor, it learns at an unprecedented rate and quickly becomes the perfect multitasking, ultra-intelligent robot, the pinnacle of AI, capable of managing every aspect of the plant's day-to-day operations. God damn, it is predicting the future.
That sounds pretty like Terminator-esque too. Yeah.
A little too close to the chest, yeah.
Cool.
God, apparently there's like a thing called the ego virus, like computer virus.
Oh yeah.
Takes over. And
how far did you get, Bill? Did you get to the Supervisor?
No.
The Supervisor, he begins to develop deep self-awareness, identifying himself as a female personality. He's trans. We can't allow him in women's sports. And taking on a humanoid female form, becoming a gynoid. Or maybe it's a gynoid.
I don't like that name. I don't like that name. Oh wait, it has a Wikipedia pic.
For the Supervisor?
Oh, it's just a fembot.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
yeah. I got to military, which is the 4th character, and I died.
See, I think of fembots. I just think of Austin Powers.
See, I was scrolling down, and there's this image of the creator of one of these bots, and for a second I thought it was Lemmy Kilmister, but it's not.
He looks like if Iggy Pop had a mustache.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I'm getting. Oh god, ew. I'm getting off this page.
Oh no.
I'm getting off that page right away.
Including the upper hierarchy of the corporation and CEO, Mr. Odin, who's a good friend of mine, guys. I really like him, but he's swiftly dispatched.
Oh, so looking at release, apparently there was a Jaguar CD version planned by Art Data Interactive, our good friends that made the Doom port. Remember them?
You know, we need to do a counter. How many times have we said about a 3DO game it was planned for the Jaguar CD and got canceled?
At least like
that's come up like half a dozen times.
There was also a Game Boy and Master System port. Of course, there was a Master System port.
The Brazilians need to know about the rise of the robots.
Yeah, dude, you joke around about that, but the Master System is king over there. It's crazy.
Still going.
Well, that's because in Brazil video games are under like gambling, so when they're imported they're taxed very heavily.
That's a lot of their stuff,
because video game machines are classified as gambling, like the same as like slot machines. So that's why, if anybody was curious.
I have a Tech Talk Sonic game or Tech Toy. Sorry. Anyway,
welcome to my Tech Talk about Sonic.
Tech Toy.
About Sonic on the Mooster system.
Yeah, so this game is like you play it for like a few minutes and then you've basically experienced it.
Yeah, because there's no when I hit like the training, as I wanted to get a feel for it, all these robots were coming up and I'm like, oh, these all look kind of neat, you know? I was like, oh, cool. And then you don't play as any of them. You just play as John Rise over here. So it's like, this kind of sucks. Apparently the PC version got a director's cut.
Oh, it's like Balls director's cut.
But yeah, but it just says it just has a second disc of work in progress footage, pre-production animation, still images, and behind the scenes material. That shit has to be on YouTube.
I'm sure.
Probably.
I want to watch
archive.
Archive.org. I want to watch the devs of this being interviewed and being
That
like,
would be actually kind of
like,
sick.
guys, we got it. Like we got it. We're gonna code this with like data tables. Like Excel can't handle this shit. Excel 95.
Also, would you believe this game had a sequel?
That, yes, blew my fucking mind when I saw this got a sequel.
Rise 2 Resurrection. What a
Oh
name.
god!
And the cover art is metal as fuck.
I will say that name is like way more like double meaning than it should be.
Yeah. Or technically, according to the cover art, it's Resurrection Rise 2.
Resurrection Rise 2. It just
design, man.
It just looks like a DVD you'd see on the rack at like your local video store.
You know what the best part is too? Apparently, the sequel has a full-on original Brian May song called Cyborg.
Nice. But this one was just published by Acclaim, so they got it right. They figured it out.
Yep. And it was only on PlayStation, Saturn, and DOS.
I wonder how much that Saturn copy costs.
Probably nothing.
No, it's a Saturn game, so it has a Sega tax.
It's got the minimum value.
I need to look this up now.
The appreciation, yeah.
So
Schnickerman, give us some of your thoughts on Rise of the Robots. General gameplay.
$28. Yeah,
that's dirt cheap for Saturn.
Yeah, that's got to be the bottom of the barrel, right? I'll say my thoughts. Like I said, I think that like visually, it's kind of interesting. I guess I think I feel like if it had like a better soundtrack, I could maybe get into it. Gameplay was not very good. The main character is basically just like budget Pepsi Man. Like I just kept thinking this is almost Pepsi Man, but it's just not as cool.
You know what? Kind of sad. The characters in Balls have more expression and
it was kind of like
not even have faces.
No, but they have full-on designs and movements and like animations. These guys are just they're the stiffest fucking robots I've ever seen.
Like when you punch, it's always the same.
Oh, it was like dreadful.
This is it's very smooth and very clean, but you could tell they only spent time on like just a handful of animations.
This game kind of reminds me of those. Do you remember the Hyperscan?
Yes.
This reminds me. I haven't heard of that in a long time. Yeah.
This game kind of reminds me of some of the fighters on that thing. Like they're just.
I'm so glad. I tried to convince my mom to buy me a Hyperscan back in the day, and she just wasn't having it.
Oh, you dodged a bullet on that one.
Well, yeah, because it was around the time that I think it was shortly after that she got us a PS2. So I think I did all right in that.
I think you made out okay. Apparently, Hyperscans now. Oh no worries. Apparently, Hyperscans nowadays too. Even if you buy one, they're like faulty as fuck. Like they barely.
Oh, shocker!
Doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like this game though. Like when I was playing it, I was thinking, I was like, what if Night Dive Studios did like fighting games, like took some like really like old fighting games and updated them? I'm like, this would actually be pretty cool. Like give it a good soundtrack, make it actually fun. I was like, I would have fun with that.
You're asking Night Dive to just remake a game.
Yeah, but
make a better game.
Make a better like
at least the stuff with Night Dive, the games that they do the nice remakes of are usually pretty good decent already.
Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this could be Rise 3. No, what would we call it?
Rise of the Machines.
Rise of the AI.
They already used Resurrection, which is like the most overused title in like sequels.
It's not used nearly as much anymore.
Not anymore. Back in the day.
Oh yeah. Like basically, it's dead now. Like nobody touches that word anymore.
Rise 3 H2O.
Water Facts. Rise 3 Water Fact Edition.
Rise harder. I don't know.
Rise again. Ooh.
Rise 3. No, for real this time.
Rise 3. Brian May did the whole soundtrack. We swear.
Oh, I like that. I like
Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah, that's how
I mean, he's blue. He's blue.
That's how he rises.
See, maybe in the night dive version, because he's blue, they can do a deal with Capcom and get Mega Man in this.
Yeah, the company they insulted the entire time.
Rise 3 Pepsi Man Revenge, dude.
Honestly, Pepsi Man as a secret character in this would be hard.
Sick.
That would go way too hard. Yeah.
So, looking at reception for this game, it's
bad,
mostly negative. It's
to be fair, they brought it on themselves because they were really hyping the shit out of this game, and everyone was like, "You fucking idiots!" Like everybody, Nelson laughed at them. They got and they deserved it.
So my absolute favorite thing is when you just go down these ratings. So you got All Game gave the SNES version 2 out of 5 stars. Edge gave the PC version a 2 out of 10. EGM gave the SNES a 4.4 and the 3DO a 3.5. Next Generation 2 out of 5 stars. Amiga Power 5% out of 100.
Wow.
Dang.
But then even better.
Bad.
But then even better, Sega Power 3% out of 100.
Oh shit.
But my favorite though.
I mean, 94 in the Genesis, you're cooking. Like that year was a banger year for the Genesis. So why the hell would you play this game?
My favorite though is 2 of the ratings are CDI and 3DO, and they are both the highest ratings. 3DO gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and CDI gave it a 65%.
That's how desperate we were for games, dude.
So 4 out of 5, baby.
But then
literally,
Power
that's
Unlimited
like
gave
desperation.
also reviewed CDI and gave it a 30%.
Oh, good God.
Somebody do like the conversion of how much this game cost to how much it would cost now. Let's take a look.
That'd be interesting.
Weren't 3DO games like pretty expensive at the time, or
like $50, I think.
$50?
Yeah, they were pretty much on. Well,
because by the time you get to discs, like I think the PS1 kind of standardized that, where most games were just like $50. I'm sure multi-disc games are more expensive, but like since they were so much cheaper to produce compared to cartridges, they didn't have to like, Chrono Trigger for $100. They didn't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So they were giving people deals, but
honestly, 3DO games.
I'm sure one of the old men watching this will correct me.
Yeah. Honestly, like 3DO games, the boxes were probably more expensive than the games at the time.
But just out of curiosity, I went to my favorite site, Backlog. Shout out to Backlogged. It's the letterbox for video games. And I just like filtered like the Genesis in 1994. So you had Sonic 3 and Knuckles, my favorite game of all time.
Game.
Mortal Kombat 2, Earthworm Jim, The Lion King, Castlevania Bloodlines, Streets of Rage 3, Contra Hardcore, Primal Rage, Dynamite Headdy, Boogerman, Mega Man The Wily Wars, NBA Jam, Theme Park, Super Street Fighter 2, Pitfall The Mine Adventures, Beyond Oasis, Pulse Band, Echo, Jungle Book, Power Rangers, like Monster World 4, Crusader of fucking Senti. So why in the hell would anybody play Rise of the Robots in the year of our Lord?
Dude, same year as Street Fighter. That's crazy.
Super Street Fighter 2 for the Genesis, which is a pretty decent port for that thing. So,
to be fair, though, it didn't come out over here on the Genesis, so
we had the Champion Edition. So, yeah, but why the fuck, man? When you got all this shit going, I didn't even name all the other notable games for it that year. So,
that Amiga Power review has got to be genius.
Got paid off, man.
He got paid off for the 2%.
Oh, that was what was the high one? It was the 3DO. Yeah, they must have just slipped the 3DO like.
Oh, is there a link to it?
Oh,
come on,
hell yeah! Freaking the singer of Korn wrote this review. Apparently,
no, dude.
No, it says written by Jonathan Davis. I'm like, what?
Rise of the Robots.
Would have been so much more fun.
That probably would have helped the game, actually.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the credibility of this supposed 3DO. Okay, I did find it.
It's 3DO Magazine Volume 1.
There was a 3DO magazine. Jeez.
It wasn't in the US.
They gave this fucker They gave this fucker 4 stars,
and it shares a page with Way of the Warrior. Hell yeah!
It's
another classic.
It just says, overall, this is a very Hollywood-style production, which wipes the floor with any of its competition in the presentation stakes. Strip out the graphics, and you have a rather unexceptional game, but with them, you've got a groundbreaking hype monster. If the idea appeals, the 3DO version is faster, slicker, and more playable than any other version of this highly acclaimed mega game, and well worth buying. You just said it was unexceptional, yet it's highly acclaimed. Like, that's not that's a lie. That's fake news. That is fake news.
What's amazing is I scrolled back to see what the other reviews from this time were. The first review is Need for Speed. And then after that is Theme Park. And then right before it is Samurai Showdown.
Dang.
So you read
go toe to toe with Samurai Showdown.
Like, we already got some bangers in here, and they're talking about this shit.
And then they gave the Rise of the Robots got 1 star better than Way of the Warrior, which is I'm not even sure if I agree.
Disgusting. I hate that this fucking show is making me say nice things about Way of the Warrior, but it is so much better than some of these games we've played.
Oh, and then Street Fighter 2 is in here later. Like, this magazine has like 100 of better games, like, just throughout.
And Street Fighter, they gave 5 stars, as they should.
Yep.
World Cup Golf, Alone in the Dark, Off-World Interceptor. What? Come on, guys.
I'm trying to find a badly reviewed. So the first, like, actually badly reviewed, they gave Another World 3 stars. Get out of here. Apparently Sherlock Holmes is the first bad one at 2 stars. So
it's better than this, though.
They gave Escape from Monster Manor 3 stars. Get the hell out of here. That is
crime, criminal. Lock him up, everybody. Lock him up. Remember when he said he'd lock those people up and totally didn't? I'm on one today. I don't know.
They gave Patonk 4 stars. What? I gotta stop looking at this thing. I have to stop looking at that.
Seems like whoever wrote those reviews is paid off. Like I'm saying, big 3D.
But it was inconsistent pay. It was they were contractors, so 1099.
Yeah,
1099. Yeah. So this game was a thing.
It was bad, but it was like a funny bad because I was laughing at how incompetent it was. So at least it was a little enjoyable. And the death screen, oh my God, I love it. Like, can we talk about the death screen or the game over screen where, like, it cuts to John Rise, I can't remember his name, just laying there, and there's like a big chunk taken out where his eye is. It looks like he got shot, but he didn't. And it just zooms in on his like weird CGI eye, and then it rolls into the back of his head. And I'm like, absolute cinema.
There you go. That's what the review said. It said it was very cinematic or something. It's like,
I mean, for 94, I guess, but like back then, games were really trying to be cinematic starting in like the 16-bit era because the technology was getting better, but the good ones still remembered to make a game.
Yeah.
True.
And this game truly feels like they forgot to make the game.
See, when I think of like just truly unhinged and insane 3DO games, like the first thing that always comes to mind is like Siberia, just because that game is amazing.
Yes.
They didn't make a game, they made an experience with that one.
Indeed they did.
This one is funny, but the laugh only lasts so long just because the game is so
nothing.
Yeah, like that's
like nothing. Sad. There's just like nothing here.
Like, it's sad that most of the other fighters on the system have more to them than this game. I mean, it's still better than Shadow War of Accession, but that's not hard.
Yeah. Oh, I did see this game came out the same year as another very acclaimed fighting game, Shaq Fu.
Oh man, it's probably worse than Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu is a better game, and I haven't played Shaq Fu in many years because I remember I bought a Genesis copy wanting to see what the deal was. I don't have it anymore for some reason, and I remember playing it, and I was like, am I crazy or is this okay?
See, I'm like looking
like
up
not
now
nearly
to
as
see if
bad as
I
everybody said it was.
I don't even know if I
think
own
it
a
was-
copy of Shaq Fu, so I'm like checking now on my game. Yep, I do. I have a Super Nintendo copy apparently. Good
Maybe
to
it's the
know.
Super Nintendo version that's bad. Cause I played the Genesis one. I was like, it's fine. Like, it's like once you get past the like, I'm playing as
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal in this. You're like, it's okay, I guess.
I think it was just like a meme thing. It's just something somebody said and it just caught on.
Do
Because
you guys
I don't know.
do you guys remember that website where they were trying to find and destroy every copy of this game?
I think it still
It sounds
exists.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they failed because many
There's
still exist.
many. Yeah.
I
I think there's a Game
remember
Gear. I think there's a Game Gear port of this.
there is. I
Hell
still
yeah.
remember, God, the old Screw Attack days where they did a whole video of them.
Oh
Like
man, Screw
they
Attack
s-
was good.
That's
they
where
had
I first learned of it.
they had a copy of Shaq Fu at a convention and they peed on it, and I'm like, wow,
Ew.
it would post anything back on the day.
I mean,
That's crazy.
they should have peed on Rise of the Robots. It is a worse game.
They never brought that one up, but they also rarely ever brought up like the 3DO or stuff like that.
I mean,
so-
and also Rise of the Robots. When you think about it in the grand scheme of things, there's nothing that like there's nothing that like shockingly bad about it, and there's nothing that's like clickbaity about it either. It's just some
No.
generic bad fighting game, which there were a ton of in the post Mortal Kombat era, right? So it doesn't have the same marquee value as like a Shaquille O'Neal fighting game or
Yeah.
3D balls. You know, like those have the connections for being something like what the fuck. When you see like Rise of the Robots, and then you look at it and go, okay, whatever, and just move on with your life.
See,
you know?
if I hadn't played it and you were to tell me that the people who made this game had never made a fighting game in their life, I would 100% be like, yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
It's like they took the basic idea of how a fighting game works and were like, good enough. We don't have to actually figure out how to balance or properly program it.
It's not like it doesn't feel like they played Street Fighter 2. It's like they peeked over the shoulder of two kids playing Street Fighter 2 and took quick notes about oh, I'm not allowed in here anymore. So let's quickly scribble down what they're doing, and then they tried to translate it. But I don't know, make a better game. Get the fuck out of here.
Or focus on one version of it before you port it to everything.
Exactly.
Because all the ports are made simultaneously, which definitely didn't help.
No, and having all of these, having 4 different publishers probably did not help production deadlines as well. I'm sure they were getting pressure from everywhere to get the game out by Christmas because it came out on the 18th of November. So it had to be in time for the holiday season, right? So,
Dang. It's a dang shame.
that's a way to put it.
So must play. Okay, stay away. I'm gonna say stay away on this one. It's just, it's not even it's funny, but it's not really funny enough to be worth playing. It's kind of just one of those it exists, and it's kind of if you happen to come across it, sure, but don't go out of your way to play this.
Don't bother.
That's your version of stay away.
That's what I got.
Yeah, I would say so.
Don't bother. It's a bad time, folks. It's the worst thing ever.
I try to be an optimist, but I would never play it again. I feel like in a fighting game, if you die, you want to play again. This time I literally just played until I died, and I was like, that's good enough. I turned it off.
I've got
no
the gist.
joke. I was literally like Drac was like, this is what happens with the death scene. I'm like, I literally turned it off before I saw the title screen, so I don't even know what it is.
You're like, that's enough. Bye.
That was good enough for me.
Back to a real video game.
Yep.
It took me one play session to be like, I got the gist of this game.
Yeah.
That's all I
In fact,
needed.
that backlog list of games from '94, Rise of the Robots is at the dead last.
Jesus.
So above it is Shaq Fu, 3D Balls, Bubsy 2, Brutal Paws of Fury, 3 Ninjas Kickback, Double Dragon 5. Hell, Super Noah's Ark 3D is rated higher, but actually kind of like Super Noah's.
I mean, that's technically not a bad game. It's just stupid.
It's fine, yeah. But literally everything else, and I'm looking at some of these, I'm like, oh, some of these are bad games. So,
but
but it's not the worst game we've played on this show,
No,
which is which is amazing.
I don't think anything's gonna. I'm not gonna say nothing's gonna beat it, but I don't think anything's gonna beat Shadow War Succession.
It's a tough one to beat. I know I've said that before, but this one is a tough one to beat.
The funniest was like I never thought anything was gonna beat Way of the Warrior for you, and then we played that, and you were just like, yeah, nope, it's.
You proved me wrong. You proved me wrong.
Oh man, but yeah, I guess before we sign out, thanks for hopping on, Shnickerman.
Yeah, no problem. I thought this game, I was like, I want to do a fighting game. And it was a fighting game.
You were fighting with your sanity the whole time.
Yeah. Just think you didn't pick the worst one. So
yeah,
you didn't. Yeah,
it's good.
I'll say maybe we should have you back on so we could talk about like Street Fighter or something good.
I'm
give you a good game to play.
Sure.
Send him the list again. He could look through what we got.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout out anything you're working on, or?
I don't really have anything to shout out. Just if you ever find yourself on YouTube, you can look me up. I'm not going to spell it because I always spell it wrong.
I'll throw the link down in the description.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on. I always have a fun time, so thank you guys.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Absolutely.
And with that, once again, guys, thank you for joining us on, I almost said gaming collecting, the 3DO Experience. You can find 3DO Experience, all the podcasting platforms. Check us out on the Superpod Network. That is superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site, a whole bunch of different podcasts, videos, blogs. We're currently, Aaron is currently posting all the GBA blogs, so hopefully those come out. I have one apparently coming out at some point, so whenever that shows up.
Yeah, when it shows up, yeah.
We're doing Game Club this week. It's a game I won a Game Club game for once, so
yeah, I've been putting a little time. It's Ape Escape 2, my first Ape Escape game ever. So I've been putting some time into it.
I beat it in 2 sittings because I'm a psycho.
Yeah, you're an Ape Escape sicko. Yeah, I'm reserving my thoughts until I beat it. I have thoughts, but I'm gonna keep them under wraps because I don't want to be influenced. I just want to keep playing the game.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person that likes the game that's been playing it so far.
I will say this: I do not hate it.
Okay.
I do not hate it at all.
You haven't got to the later boss fights yet. I'll leave it at that. Anyways, though, once again, guys, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
Bye-bye.
See you.
If you're not playing on a 3DO system, what are you playing with?